Tris, Omnium is the first company to develop an iPhone app for the life insurance industry, and I've tried it out. I can quote every company. I can then have the quotes emailed to me as PDFs, which I can then attach to my SOA. So I can do all of my price comparison on the iPad or on the iPhone. What's next?
Well, okay, Mike, as you said, we are the first company to bring about instant quoting comparison, and as you said, we also have a follow-up process where on your iPhone or on your iPad you can actually get that quote emailed back to you or the client if you desire, and then you can, as an advisor would traditionally, follow that up, attach it to a statement of advice, and hopefully that will lead to a sale. Now, if you were to ask me what's next, and this is sort of, seeing as though we are the first ones to do it, we're definitely in that mentality on continuing and committed to this mobile platform. So what we see coming next is basically when a client sits with an advisor and say, look, I want that product, that looks good, I'm confident with it, we want the advisor to select that product in the app and follow it through to a application process with the insurance company of the client's choice. Now, that really does come back to the insurance companies themselves. We are seeing a few in the industry that have embraced this new platform, so we'll be working with them to try and getting a straight-through processing system so the advisors can complete a sale basically when they see a client and don't have to waste time with anything else, following it up in the office and taking a couple of days, if not weeks, especially if the client's confident.
I actually tried out the Omnium software, and I went out with an advisor to see a client. We were able to do, firstly, a presentation, and when I go to see people, I can incorporate video into my presentations, which is pretty powerful. And then we were able to do the presentation, do the price quote, get a PDF quote generated, sent straight back to us by email, which we could then attach to an SOA and give it to the client. Now, this is the new world, guys. What will happen if your competitors get there first, or the direct insurers get there first and make you look like dinosaurs? Okay, so what this means really is that an advisor can do the presentation on the iPad, yep, will be able to do the quotes, do the needs analysis, yep, and get the whole thing sent to them as PDFs straight through processing back to the insurance company.
Yes.
Fantastic. Any new developments in the wind for Omnium?
Well, what we're trying to do, as you said, we've gotten onto the iPhone, iPad sort of platform. There are a lot more. For example, Android, Windows 7, etc. What we're trying to do, I think, that would be more viable is to build a mobile browser version, because look, let's face it, a lot of advisors do have smartphones. It's not necessarily Apple iPhones or iPads, so what we're trying to get is a mobile browser version. I mean, we've got the technology, we've got it done, we just have to finalize the app, put a price tag on it, and we should have nearly every advisor that writes risk with instant quoting capability on their mobile devices, which is quite exciting.